I've just bought this Peugeot 106 for £500. It's super slow and doesn't really have much going for it. That's why I'm going to be removing this engine to put a slightly faster one in. The engine from this 1300cc Hayabusa, capable of doing over 200 mile an hour with around 180 horsepower. Now you might be thinking, how is that Hayabusa engine going to fit in this little Peugeot 106? Well, I don't know. But what I do know is that that engine from the Peugeot needs to come out. So let's call that step one. Once that's done, I'm going to call step two, remove the bike engine. And what's step three? Figure out the chain drive. Step three is going to be figure out how to drive the wheels. Step four is going to sound easier than it probably will be, but that is to mount the engine. And then finally, step five is going to be wiring and all the other ancillaries like the fuel system, cooling system, exhaust, etc. And that's it. I've only got 5 steps, so let's crack on and remove the engine out of the Peugeot. So I bought this engine crate brand new off eBay and then realised I don't even have a chain to lift the engine out. So since I'm ripping the interior out, I guess the seatbelt will have to do. So that is step one complete and we're only like 2 minutes in. This is going to be so easy. Next step is take the bike engine out. So let's get the engine out. Where'd you start with getting an engine out of a bike? I can't even ride this bike. I ain't got the licence. That might be the last time it ever runs. Let's start taking it apart then.
Can you sound a bit more thrilled?
All the Hayabusa people are going to be crying over this. Let me know in the comments if you think it's going to feel fast. Full of fuel that is. I might be dead fuel, seriously. I'm being deadly serious. People will be saying, why did you take that engine out of the bike? And I'll say, I don't know. So, it's not quite as simple as a pit bike, is it? Bloody complicated this. How many wires are disconnected to something? A lot. And it still works. Big bloody project this. They've not done a very good job of blocking that off, have they? Look at this, it's got air intakes through the frame that go right the way to the front. That's right cool, isn't it? So that is the engine out the bike. As you can see, the garage is an absolute tip. So let's get this tidied up and I'll probably call it a day for today. It is the next day and step 1 and step 2 are complete. The car engine's out, the bike engine's out. What I've got to do now is take the differential out of the Peugeot gearbox to try and convert it to chain drive. I'm going to try and do it by taking the standard Peugeot differential, which I'm drawing now, getting a sprocket machine to fit on the outside so that when the sprocket spins, it spins the Peugeot drive shafts, which are connected to the wheels. So it spins the Peugeot wheels. All I've got to do then is connect the sprocket to the engine via a chain. And then we should have drive. So that's the diff out. I went a bit caveman on the gearbox, to be honest, so did have to put a hole in the gearbox. But it's out and that's the main thing. And then I'm just removing the ring gear so I can put a motorbike sprocket around the outside of the differential. And also removing the bearings so I can put new ones on. So that's the diff all prepped, converted to chain drive. I'll show you how I've done it. So this is a standard diff out of the Peugeot. I've had to have it machined down just on the edge there. Then I've welded these tabs around the edge. They will accept a sprocket, which will sit on there, line up with the holes. Then, if you flip it over, we're going to have all these gears inside here, which is going to be filled with CV grease. So to stop that going everywhere, I've made this little cup, which is going to sit on there, seal around there, seal around the top, and then we should have a sealed unit. Let's get it together. That's the diff all sorted and converted to chain drive. Now I just need something to hold the engine in place, engine mounts. So let's get to making them. So the engine is finally in, mocked up with a sprocket at the back. It's pretty close, so it's got to sit quite far forward. But what I'm thinking first is make a bar across the front, mounted into here to pick up the head mounts. And then once it's all lined up with that, I can worry about the back ones. I've had an idea for the second mount, let me show you. So this is the first support I've done. Just going to the front there. I don't know how I'm going to fit the bumper on because the engine sits so far forward, but worry about that another time. And then I've got this back mount to do, So what I'm thinking, bolt to the gearbox, bar across, couple of tabs, pick this up, carry on, bolt to the other side. So I'm going to try and keep the stock engine mounts and just use that. Oh, it's bad news, guys. Not what I want to be doing. So I've literally just got all the engine mounts done today, and then I went to bolt this one up, just caught it with a spanner on this corner, and we had a massive crack here where it had rusted through. So I took the wheel arch lining out, and there was a big crack all down here. There's all holes here where it's been patched. And then it goes all the way up. So I don't know what to do. It's just more work on top of doing the whole engine swap. I've obviously cut this out. This is what was here. So just absolutely, this is like from the strut top. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.